Hi, I'm Adam Rogers with Metro AV, and I'm here today to show you Big Dog Power, our new power distribution system. This is the Big Dog Power PR R13PI. This is the 2U rack mountable piece. We'll go ahead and start here on the front of the unit. Really straightforward information here on the front. We've got a power button here. We've got an LCD screen and navigation keys. This power button does more than just act as a power button though. It's completely configurable. You can have it control specific outlets, a bank of outlets. You can have it reset, power on, power off, whatever you want it to do. It's all configurable. We have a USB power supply on the front here. It's just a 2.4 amp 5 volt power supply. The LCD screen gives us feedback as to what's going on with the unit, what's going on with each outlet, power usage. We can also see firmware information and IP address information all on the LCD screen. The buttons here for the power and navigation can be completely disabled as well. That way we have those button happy clients that shouldn't be pushing buttons. We can go ahead and disable those. From there, we have our surge protection here to the side. This surge protection is what really sets Big Dog Power apart from anyone else. The main feature about this is that you can now replace the surge protection in these units. So no longer do you have to replace the entire system when a surge event takes it out. Now you just simply unplug the bad one and put in the good one, and you're back online. In addition to that, we also have the ability to track the remaining life of these surge modules. You can go online and track that information and get push notifications just to let you know when you get too low. From there, we have our service outlet on the front of the unit that is outside of the surge protection. It's really meant as just a service outlet for when you're doing installations. On the side of the unit here, we have our mounting holes for the rack ears. We have ones here for the front, so you can mount it in a 2U space. You can also take those ears and rotate them to the bottom of the unit, and now you can surface mount it anywhere onto a surface of any kind. On the back of the unit here, we have our 12 individually controlled outlets. Each outlet has the ability to give feedback as to how much power is being used. You also have remote access capabilities through the web app or through the app on the phone. You can also do the direct IP control of this, so you can sign in directly and control it that way as well. On top of that, we also have scheduling, multiple schedules per outlet if you want it to be that way. And lastly, we have self-healing functions. This gives us the ability to reset a device if it stops communicating on the network. So if you have a router of some kind and you have the IP address listed, you can say, if that router stops responding, we're gonna reboot it automatically. And that's all built directly into these outlets here. From there, we have a very standard grounding lug for this as well as a 15 amp circuit breaker. Below that, we have our IEC plug. It comes with a 6-foot power cable, but we don't want to tell you how long that power cable should be, so you can replace it and put a different length in there if you want. From there, we have the thermistors. It will be packed with 4 thermistors in the packaging. Those thermistors are great because they're actually magnetic, so you can attach them to any device inside of the rack or the rack itself. And with that, you're able to track the temperature of those devices and do something with it. For instance, if an amplifier gets too hot, we can turn off the outlet to protect it, make sure it doesn't go into override. Or we can put one of the thermistors at the top of the rack and say, if the rack gets too hot, let's turn on a series of fans. It's all built into the unit as well. From there, we have our network connections. It's a hardwired connection or a wireless connection. It comes with a Wi-Fi antenna if you want to use it. All you simply have to do is remove the little dust cap, take the antenna and screw it on. And then from there, through the configuration process, you can connect it to a Wi-Fi connection instead of a hardwired connection. It's entirely up to you. From there, we have the UPS link as well. Below that, we have another 5 volt 2.4 amp USB power supply, and next to that we have some I/O. The great thing about the I/O, it will allow us to control any of these outlets through the pre-configured button press. So when it senses a closure on that, it's programmed just like the power button on the front of the unit. It can reset all of the outlets, it can power on, power off, reset a specific outlet or a series of outlets. It's entirely up to you for programming. From there, we have our relay output. The relay output works great through the self-healing functions to where if something needs to be self-healed, we can trigger a relay to tell something else somewhere else that something has happened. That's the PR R13PI. Remember, that's the 2U rack mount piece with 12 outlets plus 1 always on outlet on the front. Thank you for checking out Big Dog Power. For more information, visit us on metroav.com or give us a call at our phone number below.